Hi, gang, it's Adam.
And Patrick.
Coming up on today's episode, Patrick bends space and time to simultaneously host the show and live his best life at the Star Wars Rival Run weekend. We cover the latest Disney news and list our Fab Five rides in Walt Disney World. As always, we close out the show with some quick D. All that and more on today's episode of Gays Do the D.
To all who come to this happy place, welcome.
Patrick.
Hi-ho, Adam.
Patrick, somehow you have bent the laws of space and time.
Uh-oh.
And you are here on
goodness.
the podcast and also in Walt Disney World
It's
simultaneously.
True. I'm coming to you from beyond the D.
Ooh, spooky.
I'm the ghost of Christmas D.
How is this possible?
Well, it's Tuesday. That's why it's possible.
That's how.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I leave on Thursday.
Yep.
We're recording on Tuesday.
Yeah.
It'll drop while I'm still in the parks on Sunday.
I can't.
Monday.
I'm like Danny in The Shining right now. I'm drooling a little bit and my head is shaking.
I'm drooling because this cocktail we're having is so delish.
I will say one thing for recording in the evenings.
Yes.
Cocktails.
Cocktails are available and appropriate.
I don't really know. That probably wouldn't have stopped us before. We can have cocktails anytime we want.
This is true. We're grown.
But typically, we record on the weekends, in the mornings.
Yeah, we certainly do.
So maybe a breakfast cocktail next time. I'm not forcing it on you. I'm just suggesting a breakfast cocktail.
I'll put some shredded wheat in a glass of vodka for you.
It's called the Wilfred Brimley.
Oh, dear.
I guess that would be Quaker Oats, wouldn't it?
That is Quaker Oats. I can make substitutions for you.
Either way, it helps you poop.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
We're 1 minute in and you've said the poop word.
And now you did.
Oh, twice. Gosh darn it. That's a number 2 for you.
All right, let's class this up.
Why don't we?
So you are currently in Walt Disney World.
I am.
And as
currently.
you said, we are recording on a Tuesday night.
Mm-hmm.
So we should let our listeners know that should any breaking news develop in between now, the night we're recording, and Monday when the episode drops,
yes,
I'm going to suddenly appear in the news section just by myself.
Flying solo.
Yeah. And I'm going to Walter Cronkite the shiz out of it and deliver that news.
I have faith in you. Will you also try to make banter with yourself?
Yes, I will.
Okay, good.
A lot of people don't know that it's actually just me doing this podcast.
Yeah.
And it's my dual personalities.
You're like James McAvoy in Split.
Yep. There's Adam and there's Patrick.
Am I the beast one? Yep. I'm going with yep.
Okay.
Because I look fine.
Well.
Okay. Said one, and it was me.
It's still valid.
Thank you.
What does RuPaul say?
How can... my gay card's going out the window.
If you don't love yourself...
There it is.
How is anybody else going to love you? I'm paraphrasing. I don't know exactly if that's it, but...
Couldn't have sounded whiter just now.
But yet I was doing the side-to-side head isolations.
That's right.
Really delivering it to you.
You were twerking that neck?
Yeah.
Let's only twerk that. Thank you so much.
So anyway.
Yeah.
Listeners...
Oprah,
if you happen, yes.
Oprah, we know you're our listener. I can tell.
If you just happen to hear me pop into the news all of a sudden with no Patrick there, you know that something serious at Walt Disney World has happened.
Something's going down.
Something's going down. Something big and bold and wonderful.
It's yelling timber.
Yep. Oh, Kesha.
Okay, so now that that's out of the way,
yes.
What do you say we talk about some anniversaries?
Let's do that.
On the horizon. So first up, we have James and the Giant Peach, which premiered on April 12th, 1996, making it 23 years old.
I liked it.
That's a great movie.
I liked James and the Giant Peach.
Yeah, it kind of went into a little bit of a cult classic phase. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's great. It's kooky. It's a little bit dark, a little creepy.
I think a lot of people think that Tim Burton directed that as well, but he did not.
You would think so, wouldn't you? It looks a lot. Well, Jack Skellington does make an appearance in James and the Giant Peach.
He does, as a pirate.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Quite a cast in there, too.
Quite a cast. Did you want to talk about the cast?
Susan Sarandon.
I mean...
Jane Leeves.
Oh, yeah. And that's it.
Who did the voice of the little boy? It was someone who was like hot at the time, a little cute little English actor.
Gloria Estefan. James Earl Jones.
I think it was James Earl Jones.
I'm going to keep guessing until you figure it out. It was Michelle Obama, some say. It was Pink, exclamation point.
It was Paul Terry.
Of course.
Remember Paul?
Good old Paul, otherwise known as the guy from...
Oh, you know what? He actually didn't do that much.
Great.
James and the Giant Peach and Micro Soap. which was a television series.
Micro soap?
Yeah, I thought it was done by someone more famous.
What happens if you drop that micro soap?
Well, it depends if you're in a micro prison or not.
That's fair. That's fair. This is going nowhere. Fast.
Also in the movie, Richard Dreyfuss.
Richard Dreyfuss.
And of course, Joanna Lumley, fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
Pete Postlethwaite.
I do not know who that is.
Pete Postlethwaite has been in a ton of stuff.
Okay.
Romeo and Juliet,
Okay.
Amistad, Clash of the Titans, Inception.
I've seen all those movies, but I don't know who he is still. Show me a picture. Oh, of course, yes. He was the friar.
Friar Lawrence.
Yeah. Yes, the
In
friar.
Romeo and Juliet.
Yes, of course.
Yes. Very talented character actor.
Well, good job, James with the Giant Peach.
How about that?
You brought it,
Yeah.
but not with Paul.
I swear I recognize him from something.
You left it there with him, didn't you?
He was a little boy and he was in something else. Anyway.
Once again, happy anniversary, James and the Giant Peach.
Yes.
Moving on, one of my Fab Five favorite Disney movies, Newsies, is turning 27 years old. It was released on April 10th, 1992.
Patrick, how does it feel to know that you were in the same room with me when I first experienced Newsies last year?
It feels dangerous.
Yeah.
It feels sad.
Oh.
And it feels triumphant.
Oh.
All those things are happening at the same time.
quite a
for me.
spectrum.
Well, those are all the feelings I felt when I saw it for the first time in 1992.
I bet you had some other feelings going on,
I
too.
sure did.
Yeah.
In very many places.
Yep.
It was a real awakening for me, that movie.
Yeah.
It was a revolution.
Well, I saw the Broadway show before I saw the actual movie.
That's right. I celebrate the Broadway show as well.
And I don't want to say that the movie was a letdown after the Broadway show,
I will
but
slap you.
I'm saying that the movie was a letdown.
Okay, wow. Well, this is where we part ways. How very dare you?
I enjoyed the movie. It was good. My favorite part of watching the movie was your commentary on who in the background cast you found attractive at the time when you were growing up.
Which was almost every character.
There were a lot.
Including the nuns. Who knew?
Usually they were muscled and had a pair of glasses on, and you were like, that guy?
I do like
That
a pair of
guy?"
glasses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's true. I have a broad spectrum of what I like, and they're all seen in the movie Newsies.
The entire cast of Newsies.
Ladies and gentlemen, the cast of Newsies.
One of each, please.
No, happy anniversary, Newsies.
You know, Patrick, in last week's episode, we gave a spoiler-free, glowing review of Dumbo.
We did, and spoiler alert, we didn't like it.
Oh, so it wasn't glowing?
No. I mean,
Oh.
it was glowing, but not in sort of like a Glinda the Good Witch glowing. It was
Yeah.
like a evil, spoiled, poisoned apple
I was going to say
glowing.
nuclear glow.
Yeah, there it
to
is. There
Yeah.
it is. I did like it visually, though. I will stand by that.
Yes.
And musically.
Well, we had some great listener feedback on Dumbo on our Instagram account at GDTD Podcast.
Okay, are you using the word great, fast, and loose here, or was it good feedback?
I'm saying great in the sense that people really explained themselves and went into great detail about why they did or did not like it.
People had some feelings about this movie.
They did. They
All
sure
right.
did.
Slap it on me.
Our listener Simon, who you can find on Instagram at SimeyBear, said, "The original Dumbo is my least favorite Disney movie by far. Don't judge me. That being said, Baby Mine has me ugly crying for days.
Okay.
In the Tim Burton one, I shed maybe one tear. It just kind of fizzled out, kind of like the rest of the movie. Those pink elephants, though. The snippet of the pink elephants in the trailer gave me such big Tim Burton vibes that I was expecting a creepy, dark movie, which just wasn't the case."
Interesting. You know, I was talking to my brother about that, and we were talking about how the trailer was so much more exciting than the movie itself.
Oh, that's a great point.
It was a lot of a letdown because of that.
Well, I mean, the trailer really sold me on it. When I
For
first
sure.
heard they were doing Dumbo, I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Can they pull that off? And then I saw the trailer, and I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe they're going to be able to do it.
Mm-hmm. They did not.
In our opinion, they did not. Listener Dane, who you can find on Instagram at Daneland, said, "Wasn't as bad as everyone was making it out to be. However, the animal cruelty had me stressed out.
Interesting.
And did anyone get the vibe that Burton was making a dig at Walt Disney and Disneyland? It didn't have a happy ending because in reality, humans will always come after animals that should be left alone."
Fair enough. Yeah, I think it was a pretty blatant. I don't know if it was a dig at Disneyland, but maybe a parallel to.
Some satire?
Yeah. And unlike Dumbo, it did not land. You like that?
Love it.
Thank you.
Listener JT, who you can find on Instagram at JT is here, said, hate to say it, but I thought Dumbo was a major misfire.
Oh, boy.
The production design is gorgeous, of course, and I did like some of the nods to the original, especially the opening with the train, the bits of the Casey Jr. music, and the map.
Yeah.
But boy, was that a poor script. And the poor script begat some wooden performances, especially from the kids, and story beats that just weren't earned.
Interesting. Okay, well, fair enough. A lot of people had the same opinions that we did, and there were some who did not. So that's the way the world works, folks, isn't it?
And that's the way that Disney works, really.
Yes.
I mean, there's something for everyone.
Yeah.
And something that one person may not like is like completely someone else's bag.
That's right. I'm glad that they brought up the Casey Jr. because I forgot to mention that was a highlight for me, too. It brought great joy when I heard the song and saw the train with a little smile on his face. It was super cute, and I was like, cool, we're in for a great movie. And then the train took off and left the cast behind.
Yeah. Yeah.
We don't need to dump more on Dumbo. Let's move on to some more uplifting news, Adam.
What's that?
We have yet another patron to our Patreon page.
Get right out of here.
I will not get out. I will stay right here, and I will tell you that Kelsey is a new donor to Gays Do the D.
Hi, Kelsey. Welcome.
Kelsey, thank you so much. And I'm going to embarrass you a little bit and read some of your note that you sent to us because it was so beautiful that I couldn't not do it.
Oh.
Are you ready for this?
Yes.
Okay. My name is Kelsey, as we said.
Okay.
In parentheses, she, her. Thank you for identifying that for us.
Love it, Kelsey. Thank
and
you.
Let me just say how much I love your podcast. Your fun energy gives me life during my boring day job. I hear you, Kelsey. And I really appreciate that you critique Disney when it's due, like Dumbo. Uh-oh. I listen to a few Disney podcasts, but yours is definitely my favorite. Aw, because of how funny, positive, and relatable you two are. Thank you for making such a wonderful podcast.
Oh, Kelsey, thank you so much.
That was so beautiful. Thank you for doing that. And thank you so much for your generous gift. That means the world to us, really and truly.
We sincerely appreciate it, Kelsey.
If you have questions about Patreon, want to know more, or would like to become our newest donor, please visit our website at gaysdothed.com, and you can click on the little donate button in the top toolbar, and it'll take you right to our Patreon information page.
And now, Patrick.
Yes?
Just like the Newsies. Extra reads all about it. We got to sell some papes.
Oh, dear.
We're heading on into the news.
Hooray! This May 1st will mark the 30th anniversary of Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Disney is ready to party. On May 1st, the park will hold an anniversary ceremony and will debut the new nighttime projection show, Wonderful World of Animation. The new show will use state-of-the-art projection technology to showcase more than 90 years of Disney animation.
I want to see it.
I know, I'm so excited about that.
Yes.
I need to be there. The new show will join a number of upgrades to the park this year, including Lightning McQueen's Racing Academy, which opened this past March 31st, and the newly themed Municiberg featuring characters from The Incredibles. And I think there's something else opening later this year.
What?
What? It's on the tip of my tongue. What is it?
I think it's Lambert the Sheepish Lion's Therapy Extravaganza.
You're right. Followed by a Hootenanny with the Reluctant Dragon.
Correct.
Okay, good.
Yeah, so it's basically like a prolonged therapy session followed by a dance party.
And some tea.
There's always a dance party.
It's true.
But actually,
they're bringing back American Idol experience.
Stop it. It's Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Just say it.
Oh, fine.
Say it.
Well, if I do say it, then we're going to have to fast forward 25 minutes while you talk about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge yet again.
I'm excited. Patrick, I've got 2 Typhoon Lagoon tidbits for you.
I love things in twos.
First, I'm thrilled and, quite frankly, titillated.
Oh, dear.
To announce the return of Adult Cove.
I can't with that name.
It's coming back to Typhoon Lagoon Water Park in Walt Disney World this April.
Oh, gosh.
As you'll recall, Typhoon Lagoon opened Adult Cove.
Nope, shut it down.
Last December as a limited-time adults-only area for those 18 and older. Adult Cove will be returning from April 6th through the 21st with food and beverages available at Hammerhead Fred's Bar, as well as live music and TV screens. for watching sports, I guess. Sports?
Sure.
I don't know. Like, is Spike TV still a thing? People might still watch that. Spike TV there?
Maybe some ESPN.
Is some Duck Dynasty?
Yep. They're going to watch some shooty hoops.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what people watch. I mean,
An adult cove. I can't do it. Nope.
Adult
I'm going to slap you in your cove. Oh, no.
Adult
Oh, no.
Second, for the first time ever, Disney Parks is offering VI Pass Holder Nights at Typhoon Lagoon. The VI Pass Holder Nights will be held Saturday, May 18th, 2019, and Monday, June 3rd, 2019, from 5 to 8 o'clock p.m. In addition to the 2 VI Pass Holder nights at Typhoon Lagoon Water Park, Magic Kingdom will have its own night on April 28th, 2019, from 11 p.m. to 1 o'clock a.m. Event capacity is limited. Gold, Platinum, Platinum Plus, and Premier Pass holders can pre-register by making an online reservation for one of the VI Pass holder nights and include 3 additional Gold, Platinum, Platinum Plus, or Premier Pass holders that are linked in their friends and family list in their My Disney Experience account. The number of reservations for each event is limited and subject to availability. There is no additional charge, and a valid annual pass and photo ID are required at check-in.
That sounds fun to anyone but me.
You don't want to do a VI Pass holder night at Typhoon Lagoon?
I'm just not interested in water parks. It's not my game.
Just water sports?
It's not my... Oh, dear. Oh,
What?
no.
What?
Shut it down.
Okay.
You're going to get a Manhattan right in your
I'm
kisser?
talking about polo. Like, you like to play water polo, don't you?
I'm not a strong swimmer.
Okay.
We've established this.
We've got to work on that.
A new dining experience will be offered at Animal Kingdom beginning July 24th. Circle of Flavors Harambe at Night. This new experience is a family-friendly, progressive dinner influenced by an array of African cultures.
Yummy.
Yeah, it sounds really fun, actually. The evening begins at the Wildlife Express train station with light hors d'oeuvres, snacks, and beverages, both alcoholic and non-alcoholic, and live acoustic music. The train will then take you to Rafiki's Planet Watch, where you'll be greeted with even more bites and drinks, and you'll have the opportunity to hang out with Timon and Rafiki.
What are they serving at Rafiki's Planet Watch? Like, there's just animals looking at you eating maybe other animals?
It's grasshoppers.
I feel bad for the grasshoppers in the grasshopper petting station.
Wasn't that what they eat? Timon, they eat grubs?
Yeah.
So they're just going to feed you bugs the
I
entire
see.
time.
I got it. Okay.
Yeah, there it is. Have you seen The Lion King before?
I've seen The Lion King.
Okay.
I was just thinking, like, what if they serve you goat at Rafiki's Planet Watch?
At the petting zoo?
Yeah.
No. Maybe. Who can say?
Right.
From there, the train will take you to Harambe Market for the main event, where you'll dine on a wide range of sweets and savory dishes paired with beverages. Throughout the evening, as you enjoy the many flavors, sights, and sounds of Africa, you will also learn about the importance of the Big Five game animals, their challenges in the world, and Disney's efforts to protect them. The Big Five are the African elephant, the rhinoceros, the Cape buffalo, the leopard, and the lion.
I'm known as Big Five in some circles. It should be noted.
Name one of those circles.
Most of them are found online or in apps.
Okay. We're going to move on so quickly. Reservations for Circle of Flavors Harambe at Night can be made now. The evening is priced at $125 plus tax for adults and $99 plus tax for children 3 to 9. Separate park admission is required. You can make your reservation by calling 407-939-3463 or 407-WDW-DINE or by visiting the Walt Disney World Resort dining page.
Is this something you'd like to experience, Patrick?
I would like to experience this, and mostly because I feel like there's a gap of Lion King experiences in Walt Disney World.
They're short on them. Yeah.
It's real short on those. So,
Yeah.
No, it actually sounds really fun. A progressive dinner sounds really cool.
I don't know. There's walking. Walt Disney World is offering a special Toy Story-themed dinner and celebration over Independence Day this year.
Ooh.
From July 4th to July 6th, 2019, Disney's Contemporary Resort in Walt Disney World will host Woody's Roundup Barbecue, a rollickin' good time featuring food, games, crafts, and characters like Woody, Jessie, Bullseye, and Buzz Lightyear from the Toy Story films.
Fun.
The barbecue buffet will feature grilled chicken, slow-smoked pork ribs, beef brisket, and a fire-roasted vegetable cake served with a chipotle succotash.
My mouth fully just watered.
Yes. Delicious sides like cornbread, coleslaw, potato salad, and vegetarian campfire chili. And desserts like caramel salted cookie bars, red, white, and blue push pops, and cherry pie shots.
Yas queen.
There will also be plenty of kid-friendly options. And for the grown-ups, premium adult beverage options.
Work.
That's the only way you can get through craft time with the Toy Story characters. Drink after drink.
Mm-hmm.
The event, which will run from 6:15 p.m. to 9:15 p.m., will include activities like a trick roping demonstration, camp-style carnival games, a Toy Story craft station, and will be capped off by a special viewing of the Magic Kingdom's fireworks.
Wow.
On July 4th, guests will enjoy Disney's Celebrate America, a 4th of July concert in the sky, and on July 5th and 6th, guests will experience Happily Ever After. Reservations are $149 for adults ages 10 and up and $99 for children ages 3 to 9. Tax and gratuity are included.
Oh, okay.
Are you shocked by those numbers?
I was. When you said $149, I was like,
Yep.
But that includes all the beverages.
I don't know for sure if it includes adult beverages.
Okay, I have some thinking to do on this one then.
It said premium.
Mm-hmm,
Do you think they would include premium alcohol?
Or grain belt premium.
Oh, was that what that was referencing? It is the 4th of July after all.
Right.
Woody's Roundup Barbecue will be held in Fantasia Ballroom at Disney's Contemporary Resort. Check-in for the celebration will begin at 5:45 p.m. at the West Registration Counter in the Convention Center. For more information and reservations, visit DisneyWorld.com and search Woody's Roundup.
I'm interested in that brisket, though. That's all I heard. Once you said that, I was like...
Yeah, you checked out after that?
Nothing.
It was brisket, premium alcohol,
Yeah.
cherry pie shot,
Yeah. And then I was
fireworks.
like, there's a snake in my boot. Brisket. For a limited time this summer, Disney After Hours in the Magic Kingdom will become Disney Villains After Hours, running June 6th through August 8th.
This is incredibly exciting.
I read this, peed a little, and read it again. Because I was so excited. So excited. So as per usual, guests with an after-hours ticket can enter the park as early as 7 p.m. After the fireworks, non-ticketed guests will be scared out of the park and the festivities will begin. Events at this event will include a new Disney Villains stage show called Villains Unite the Night. So excited about that.
Love that.
Featuring Hades and Meg from Hercules, Jafar, Dr. Facilier, Maleficent, and the Queen, Evil Queen Rebecca. Oh, Rebecca, I'm here for you. The steampunk Maleficent the Dragon will also roam the park for the first time, breathing fire at night.
I wonder how Disney's lawyers feel about that.
Not great.
Yeah.
Not great. Both Pirates of the Caribbean and Space Mountain will get a villain-inspired enhancement.
Get right out of here.
What does that mean on Space Mountain? I can see there being like some villain pirates roaming around like live characters.
Yeah.
What's Space Mountain villain look like? Is it the alien from Alien?
What if it was Chernoborg? Is that how you say it?
From Fantasia?
Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be terrifying.
What if like he was just projected on the interior dome? That would be scary.
I'm super interested in that.
And like those ghosts that come up out of the mountain.
Yeah,
like,
for sure.
Oh, yikes.
Ooh, I'm so excited for this. I'm going to flip the table. And of course, specialty foods, beverages, and merch will also be available. One thing to note, as of now, the villains will not be doing meet and greets in the park. They'll only be doing the show.
Okay, I actually like that. I like that.
Oh, that feels like a miss for me.
I mean, I know they want, but it just, I guess I'm not a meet and greet person, so
Okay.
I don't put that much.
Then don't do it.
I don't.
But don't take it away from me.
Well, okay.
Fair
I'll
enough.
tell you what, Patrick. I will dress up like each villain they named, and we can do photos after we get done recording.
I will pay you $1 for that, to never suggest that again.
I'll even throw in Cruella.
I will give you $1.
Fine.
Okay. Ticket prices for the Disney Villains After Hours will be $139 plus tax in advance or $144 plus tax day of. Annual pass holders and Disney Vacation Club members will receive a $30 discount. And as with any other after-hours event included with the price of admission, guests will also enjoy ice cream, popcorn, and select bottled beverages.
I'm going to be very interested to see the YouTube footage from this event.
What do you mean?
It could be thrilling.
Mm-hmm.
It could also be slapped together.
Oh, yeah, that's true. I think this is going to be amazing. I think they have responded to people hungry for more villains-inspired events.
Yeah.
like a Villain's Park.
Yeah.
Bring us a Villain's Park.
Yeah.
And I think that this is their way of appeasing some of those requests. And if they do it poorly, they're going to be mad. I'll tell you, I'm interested in seeing which building Maleficent burns down first.
Patrick,
Yas, Adam.
it has been ages and ages and ages since we have done a Fab Five list.
I love Fab Five lists.
It has been so long.
It has been.
I can't even recall the last time we did one. I think it was Heroes,
Maybe.
or was it Songs?
I think it was Disney songs.
Wow.
Non-love songs.
A long time ago.
A long time ago.
So we are well overdue
way past due.
for another Fab Five list.
I can't wait. I'm super excited to get into this. And of course, the theme, maybe in honor of my trip to Disney World.
Maybe.
No, I'm going to think of it that way. You
Okay.
don't have to, but I and our listener will. You with me, Oprah? Is Fab Five rides in the parks.
That's right. Fab Five rides in Walt Disney World.
And we did get specific. We went with rides specifically, not attractions, because that could mean a show or a fireworks experience, but we are going specifically with our Fab Five favorite rides.
That's right. Maybe that'll make an appearance in a Fab Five list later. We'll do Fab Five experiences in the parks.
I've got some good experiences in the parks.
That sounded very, very lewd.
Well, you're not wrong. Let's move on.
Yes. And for those listeners that don't know, the reason we call it the Fab Five list is in homage to Disney's Fab Five: Mickey, Minnie, Pluto, Donald, and Goofy.
A gosh.
It's a countdown.
It is a countdown.
We count down 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 1 being our top ride at Walt Disney World.
And 5 being our least favorite.
That's not true.
Oh.
It's a ride we still love and adore.
Oh, I have some rethinking to do. No, just kidding.
Did you not understand the homework, Patrick?
I don't understand most things, Adam.
Yep, that is accurate. All right, should we start this?
Yeah, here's what I'll say.
Yeah.
I had a lot of trouble with this. Did you find yourself sort of getting emotional about it as I did?
I did not. In fact,
Oh.
this may have been one of the easier Fab Five lists for me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know why. I initially started off with 10. I made a list of 10.
Oh, wow.
And then I just axed away 5. And I think I'm really proud of the list I came up with. I think it very much represents who I am as a Disney ride-loving fan.
Okay, good
Yeah.
to know. Good
Yeah.
to know. I'm interested to hear your list.
It
Mine's
sounds-
probably better.
Yeah, no, I was going to say it sounds like you failed already. Right out of the gate, failure.
I'm just a little more smart than you and judicious.
Yeah, well, there, you clearly proved you're smarter
and
than me.
judicious about my selections. So
Okay.
it's a battle royale.
All right.
Do you think we're going to have any crossovers?
Absolutely.
I think we're going to cross streams twice.
I think we're going to cross streams at number 2.
Uh-oh.
That's a very odd thing to say.
Yeah, I never want to do that with anyone. All right, who wants to kick us off?
I'll start.
Do it.
So my number 5 choice for my Fab 5 Walt Disney World rides
Yes.
is Spaceship Earth.
Ooh, I did not expect that from you.
Why?
Spaceship Earth?
Yes.
I mean, I know that you love that ride,
Yeah.
but I know that you love so many other rides better than that. Well, you do. You love 4
I
better
love
than that.
4. Exactly 4 better than this. Yes. Let me tell you about Spaceship Earth. So it's in Epcot. It was an opening day attraction, right? It opened on October 1st, 1982.
Yes.
And I think the reason I love this ride so much is because not only is it the icon of the park, so like outside it's visually gorgeous, right? Like how can you not take a picture of Spaceship Earth at night?
I take 1,000 at least.
I know. And I never get sick of seeing photos of it. And so outside visually it's just gorgeous, but then on inside too, it just reminds me of going to Epcot when I was a kid, going to Walt
Okay.
Disney World when I was a kid.
Yeah.
When Epcot was like at its peak, its kind of glory days, when it was still very much about learning and edutainment, so to
Ooh,
speak.
yeah.
Yeah. And I love history. I'm a huge history fan. And so all that tied together kind of really makes me excited about Spaceship Earth.
Okay. Sold. You've sold me.
And can I just say, like, you are in a sphere. You are going up in a spiral.
Yeah.
You are experiencing how many vignettes? I mean, how did they cram all that in there? It's incredible. It's an
true.
incredible experience.
It's true. And all the smells. I
All the
love the
smells.
scentscapes that they have.
Can we even talk about the unintentional smells of Spaceship Earth?
The ones that you make because you're so excited?
No.
Oh.
But
Okay.
rude.
Yeah.
I love the smell of before you even get into Spaceship Earth, right when you're walking up that final ramp to get into the like ride vehicle load area, you can smell the scent of, it smells like metal rubbing together.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
And it's like escalator smell,
Yes,
kind of like,
yes.
you know, and that to me is just like that Spaceship Earth. I love that smell. Anytime I smell it in a mall, like I'm going up an escalator to buy more scrunchies at Claire's, I immediately think of Spaceship Earth.
I like it.
Yeah.
That's so specific.
I love it.
Aw.
I love it. I will always do Spaceship Earth, always.
Good job.
And I'm very excited for the renovation too, or the refurb.
Me too. I think it's time.
Yeah.
I'm ready to say goodbye to the old and bring in the new.
Yeah. It'll be exciting to see what they come up with.
100%. Good job. That was a good.
Thank you so much.
Good kickoff.
Thank you. Yes, it was. And now, Patrick,
So humble.
it's your turn to tell me your number 5 Fab Five Walt Disney World ride.
My number 5 Fab Five ride is Dumbo.
Okay.
Oh, wow. Are you just going to like rain on my entire parade this whole episode?
No.
Well,
Just like 80 to 85%.
okay, we've hit that peak
Oh,
already.
have we?
Yes.
Have we? Okay, tell me about Dumbo. Why is Dumbo your number 5?
Well, Dumbo was an opening day attraction at Magic Kingdom in 1971.
Yep.
It was originally opened in Disneyland in 1955, 3 months after that park opened up. This is just a classic Disney ride that makes you feel like you're officially in Disney when you're on this ride.
I get that.
You can't not be on this ride and think that you're anywhere else but Disney World or Land or any of the other parks, because it is in all of the Disney parks.
I get it.
You're going to make me a little upset. You keep doing this.
No, I totally get where you're going with this. Dumbo makes me a little nervous, honestly, when I'm on it.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'm not fully in control of the elephant.
Wow.
There's a lot of...
You know that they're fake elephants, right?
Huh?
Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go. We've corrected the problem.
The ride mechanics kind of freak me out. I feel like it goes faster than I always expect it's going to go.
Okay.
And the drops are not as gradual as I want them to be. It's kind of like, oh, we're going down.
Okay. Well, it doesn't have to be on your list, but it is on mine.
Yes.
Like I said, it's got a very nostalgic feeling to it. And I think I produced my list to be rides that make me feel the most Disney while I'm in Disney.
Yeah.
And I think this one, it almost made it higher up on the list, but the other ones just kind of etched it out a little bit. And even if there are rides that are similar to this, like the Magic Carpets and the Triceratops Spin, and they just aren't the same as Dumbo. There's just something so classic about being on the Dumbo ride that it makes me even a little bit emotional.
Yeah, I get
there's
that.
something super romantic about being on Dumbo as well, especially at night if you're sitting there with your babe riding Dumbo.
Oh, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, it's just a really lovely, a lovely ride that kids love, adults love. It's actually a lot faster than you think it is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying.
I really enjoy this ride.
Yeah.
Oh, a fun fact about the Dumbo ride in the Disneyland park. There is a Dumbo from the original Disneyland ride in the Smithsonian National Museum of American History in Washington, D.C., which, I mean, can you get more classic and important than that? I don't think so. So that's my number 5 pick.
Cute. I love it.
Thank you so much.
All right. Shall we move on to my number 4 choice?
I would love that.
My number 4 choice for Fab Five Walt Disney World rides is Expedition Everest, Legend of the Forbidden Mountain.
Ooh, good choice.
Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
It is found in Disney's Animal Kingdom. It opened on April 7th, 2006, after 6 years of planning and construction. So it was obviously not part of the park when the park originally opened. In fact, Asia did not exist when the park originally opened.
Correct.
Some of the facts surrounding Expedition Everest were featured in our Walt Disney World quiz we took before our trip in January. And there are a lot of notable facts about Expedition Everest. It is the tallest of the artificial mountains at Walt Disney World Resort, and it is 199.5 feet high. And, Patrick,
Yes?
it's the tallest artificial mountain in the world.
What the what?
Can you believe that?
I cannot.
It's also the most expensive roller coaster ever built. It was $100 million to build it. That's a lot of money.
That's all the money.
And the second most expensive roller coaster after that was only $48 million. So that shows you
Holy buckets.
how expensive it actually was.
Wow, they really went all in on that. Yeah, isn't it actually in 3 pieces? There's like the mountain, there's the track, and then there's also the Yeti. Is that the third piece?
Yep, and none of them touch each other.
There's a joke there somewhere.
Yeah.
It's the abstinence mountain.
Yeah, I'm not going to Purity Ring Mountain. And the Yeti, which doesn't work currently,
Yeah.
is the largest and most complex audio animatronic figure ever built by Walt Disney World Imagineering.
At least it was.
It was.
I mean, it's still the most expensive, probably.
Yeah, and probably will be the most expensive to fix.
Yeah.
Please fix it, Joe Rohde, please.
I know. If you're listening, and you are, you and Oprah are sitting together listening to this podcast, fix it.
I didn't realize that Disney has been billing this as like more of a family coaster. I cannot imagine young Adam going on this and having a good time. I would have been terrified.
I'm always surrounded by children who are more brave than me on this ride. So I think that just speaks to us.
Maybe it's a generational thing,
Yeah.
or were we just like wussies as a kids?
Yeah, maybe.
We were sensitive.
So sensitive.
Still are.
Yeah, it's true.
But I love this ride.
Yeah.
I love the anxious feeling I get before I go on it.
Yeah.
And I love the experience. Like, it is thrilling. It's truly a thrilling coaster.
Yeah, for sure it is. It's in a lot of top 5 roller coaster lists online.
And every time I go on it, I get more and more brave.
Yeah.
And I have my eyes open more and more.
Oh, you're a brave little toaster.
The only part I can't keep my eyes open on, and it seems counterintuitive, is in the dark when you're going backwards forever. Because, Patrick, if it's a bright sunny day outside, you can see light peeking through some areas, and you can see down through the scaffolding of the coaster.
Why are you looking for
I
that?
I do not need to see that. I don't. Terrifying.
What is that, Valerie Cherish? Note to self, I don't need to see that.
I don't need to see that.
Good choice. I like this as a great roller coaster. It's one of the best ones, I think, out there.
And one you can easily do on repeat. That single rider line. You hop right off and you hop right back on.
A lot of people don't know that it exists. It's kind of hidden away around the corner, but you can get on in like 10 minutes.
Yes.
It's awesome.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Good selection.
Thank you. I would love to hear your number 4 choice for Walt Disney World rides.
Would you?
I would.
Okay, I'll let you know. My number 4 selection was Flight of Passage.
Flight of Passage. I'm surprised this isn't higher up on your list.
You know, this is why this was a tough list for me to make, because I had to go with my gut on what made me feel the most joy coming from a Disney park and the most Disney. So I sort of stacked those two up against each other.
It's called Joydney.
Joydney. That sounds like a double-jointed knee.
Or it sounds like someone in maybe 1846 trying to say journey.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'm going on a Joydney.
A Joydney. So Flight of Passage is in Pandora, the world of Avatar, within Animal Kingdom.
Yes.
It opened on May 27th, 2017. So it's a very new ride.
It's still so new. It seems like it's been around forever, but it's new.
It's very fresh. It is a pretty uniquely singular experience, I have to say, within the Disney parks, which I think is why I didn't put it higher up on my list, is that it doesn't necessarily make me feel like I'm in Disney when I'm on it.
Oh, that's a good point.
And I think that's just true of Pandora in general. While it's beautiful and it's immersive and Disney did their job, everyone came to work on that park, when I'm in there, maybe it's because they did such a good job of making it a separate thing, I just don't recognize that I'm in Disney anymore. And I just don't connect Avatar, the movie, with a Disney experience.
Well, you better now because they own it officially now.
They're going all in on that one. It's true. That being said, I did put it on my list because it is such an incredible ride.
Yeah, it's amazing.
It's nothing like I've ever seen before, and I'm so excited because of this ride for what we're about to see for Star Wars, if that makes sense.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know if I've ever told this story on the podcast. Stop me if I have.
Sure.
But the first time I rode Flight of Passage, you know how they kind of blow that wind in your face while you're riding it?
Yeah.
And like on a windy day, I get teary. Like, I just start tearing up a little bit. But also the experience on top of that was very emotional.
Yeah.
And especially that first time, I started tearing up.
Yeah.
And when I got off the ride, I was kind of full on like crying. And the cast member, as I was walking out, thought I was going to hurl or thought I was going to get sick because some people had, experienced motion sickness on the ride.
Sure.
And she was like, "Oh, honey, you need to sit down." And I'm like, "No, it was just so beautiful."
Aww.
Yeah.
You tear up when Avatar blows in your face.
Yeah.
That's what I gained from that story.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
It was emotional.
yeah.
It's an emotional journey.
Yes.
And the scents that come from that is, I love them so much.
Yeah.
I bought a little oil diffuser that is the match to that scent, or a close enough match to it. I love it so much. It just brings back the memory of being on that ride and seeing how beautiful something so not real can be. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
And just the extra element of sitting on the Banshee and feeling it breathe and feeling it move around is just a nice little Disney touch that they do so well with the immersiveness of their rides.
Absolutely.
So that is my number 4 ride.
Fantastic choice.
Thank you so much.
Are we already on number 3?
We are on number 3.
Goodness gracious.
We're so quick. It's almost like a quick D up in her.
All right. My number 3 choice for Walt Disney rides is Avatar Flight of Passage.
Interesting.
Yes.
We almost crossed streams.
Yes, we almost did. What can I say that hasn't already been said? It's a beautiful experience.
Yeah.
I think the combination of Walt Disney Imagineering and James Cameron's company, which is called Lightstorm Entertainment Incorporated, and Weta Digital, those 3 companies coming together kind of created this amazing screen-based ride. And I don't say that very often, right?
Yeah,
I think screen fatigue is very real. I often experience it at Universal.
Yeah.
But this is such, as you said, a singular experience that it kind of puts all other screen-based attractions to shame, in my opinion.
Yeah, it's a masterpiece, really.
Yes, it is. A lot of people think it's Walt Disney World or even all of Walt Disney Parks' best attraction.
Wow.
Yeah.
I totally understand that.
Yeah.
But there are reasons that we just didn't put higher on our list, though.
Right, yeah. So we blew past that one.
Yeah, we sure did.
And now it is time for your number 3.
Yes.
Give me your number 3 Walt Disney World ride.
Expedition Everest.
Oh, so we swap seed?
We totally swap seed.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, I know. So like you said, everything that you said applies to how I feel about it. I put this one right before Avatar on my list because I do still get that I'm in Disney World feeling from it, and I just latch onto that feeling, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
It gives me more memories, I think, being on Expedition Everest.
Yeah.
And more of a thrill as well. Not that I'm putting these in order of thrill rides by any stretch, but there's just something that's uniquely Disney about this ride that really stands out as a Disney attraction from the second you enter the queue to the second you leave the gift shop, really. It's so detailed and it's insane. There are over 8,000 artifacts from Nepal that the designers brought back with them to put in the queue and on the ride itself.
I think it really speaks to Disney fans' desire for non-IP based attractions, right? I mean, IP is fantastic. I love seeing IP in the parks, but Expedition Everest in particular, non-IP and still a phenomenal experience.
Just in case you don't know, we're saying intellectual property, IP.
But I also IP.
Oh, IP
daily.
In the parks.
I pay daily, IP freely.
Oh, I like it. Do I? Also, I love the fact that nobody addresses all those hair ties at the top of the mountain.
I address them every time I go up there. I'm like,
yeah.
Why? And gross.
But I kind of love that Disney just, because they could easily get rid of them, but they just kind of keep it as part of sort of the fans' touch on the ride. You know what I mean? Like the fans are a part of the ride.
They're gross touch.
They're
I just
weird.
Think of all these disgusting cheerleaders whipping those hair ties out. I'm like, why?
I kind of love it. It's like I said, it's like when people put like gum, like the gum wall or lockets so that they put on a bridge. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's kind of taking ownership of the ride.
Have you ever seen the Yeti work?
And I've seen him twerk, but I haven't seen him work.
Yeah, I'm excited for you to experience that.
I know, because when I go past the Yeti, even with just the strobe lights, a little peek comes out every single time.
Yeah, it is terrifying.
Yeah, I imagine it is.
It is terrifying.
Don't they call, what is it, Betty the Yeti? Or no, they call this one Disco
They call this one
Yeti
Disco
because
Yeti.
it's the strobe light. But when it was working, it was Betty the Yeti.
Well, that's a great choice, Patrick. And I'm not just saying that because it was also one of my choices.
I fully believe you.
Mm-hmm.
My goodness, we're already on to number 2.
We are.
Oh, throw that toozy at me.
Gross.
Every time. I don't know why.
My number 2 ride at Walt Disney World is Splash Mountain.
Interesting.
Yes. It originally premiered in Disneyland on July 17th, 1989. And we talked all about Splash Mountain. Like, we gave a in-depth look at Splash Mountain.
A deep dive.
In our walk in the park, where we focused on Frontierland a couple of episodes ago.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear all about Splash Mountain, I encourage you to go back and listen to that episode.
Yeah.
It was episode 23, and it was released on February 18th. But the Splash Mountain in Magic Kingdom opened on October 1st, 1992, and it is, of course, based on the 1946 Disney film Song of the South, and it's a log flume ride with a 50-foot drop.
Yeah.
What else do I need? I'll tell you what else I need, Patrick.
Yeah.
All of those animatronics in that ride. And the multiple showrooms.
Yeah.
And the fact that you're indoors and outdoors.
Yeah.
And the fact that the ride is like 3 hours long.
Yeah, I love it.
Oh, and that final showroom with the boat and the chickens just losing their minds,
going
singing
bonkers.
away. I love it. I love it. I know you love this attraction too.
I do.
And it is perfect. It's a perfect ride.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
Mm-hmm.
Good selection, Adam.
Thank you so much.
You're looking at me.
I have a feeling it's on your list somewhere. I just don't know if it's going to be your number 2 or your number 1.
You don't know my 2s and 1s.
Thankfully, I don't. So I know it's coming at some point, and so I'm just going to ask you right now, Patrick, what is your number 2 Walt Disney World ride on your Fab Five list?
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready.
I did some real soul searching on this one.
Okay.
I'm going to stretch this out as far as I can take it.
Make it really dramatic.
Yeah. For reasons I'll go into.
Okay.
In just a moment. I selected
Yes.
Splash Mountain.
Crossover.
Crossing streams on the stream.
I thought this was going to be your number 1 because I know you truly love this
I think
ride.
a lot of people did because I do often say that it's my favorite ride. But when I was sitting down to make this list, I had some moral dilemmas to conquer. And I think those moral dilemmas pushed this to number 2. And then also I'll give the reason for why it's not number 1 when I talk about my number 1 as well.
Yeah.
I'm going to, and you'll understand this when I get further into it, Holly go lightly into this analogy of Splash Mountain and the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's.
Oh, interesting.
I think about Splash Mountain the way I think about how I like the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's. It's a really beautiful movie.
Yeah.
It's so much fun. I get a lot of thrill from
where you're
it.
going with
but it
this.
is so racially problematic that it's hard for me to talk about it sometimes.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get it.
I was talking to a friend about this, and he has the same issue with it. It's his favorite movie ever, and yet...
Song of the South?
No. Breakfast at Tiffany's.
I was
still
joking.
going with yeah, Song of the South. And yet, because of Mickey Rooney's performance in that movie, it just brings the whole thing down a little bit.
Right.
It tampers with it.
Right.
The integrity of it. And that's how I feel about Splash Mountain. The ride is so good.
Yeah.
The music is so much fun. The storytelling is just perfect. It's a perfect mix of a dark ride, storybook ride, and a thrill ride. They did everything right. And yet it's connected to the Song of the South, which Disney is trying to hide away, and rightfully so, because it's really problematic and terrible, quite frankly. And so I think for that reason, I had to push it back a little bit on my list because I have a little bit of a dilemma with it.
I'm going to throw a hypothetical at you.
Grapes.
What if Disney came in and said, we're going to reimagine Splash Mountain?
I thought about that.
We're going to give it a completely different overlay.
Yeah, we're going to make it Zootopia.
Something like that.
Up.
Yeah. Or we're going to do Fox and the Hound or just something
Yeah.
that can tie in kind of like animals and nature.
Uh-huh.
Would you still love it as much?
I don't know the answer to that.
Yeah, I don't think I would.
Yeah.
And that hurts to say because I know of the problems with the Song of the South.
Yeah.
I know the problems with it.
Absolutely.
But it's such a part of the Disney experience now.
Yes.
To go through Splash Mountain, to see Brer Bear and Brer Fox.
Yeah.
And Brer Rabbit and to
Brer Bear's butt.
So many butts. And to go through that ride and know the story and know what's coming up. And I don't think it could be separated from the attraction itself.
I think you're exactly right. And we're in a weird time, not to get too deep into the rabbit hole here, so to speak. We're in a weird time where we're finding ourselves in a dilemma where how can we separate art from the problems that are coming from art or the artists that made the art?
Yeah.
And this is a prime example, I think.
Yeah.
So that's a good question. Yeah. If it were a Fox and the Hound theme, is it just as good?
It's not, I think.
Yeah. I don't know. The answer, who can say? Who can say?
Right.
But so those are some of the many reasons why I put Splash Mountain at number 2 instead of number 1.
Well, we crossed over once.
We did.
And we swapsied once.
We sure did.
Do you think we're going to cross over again on number 1?
I absolutely don't.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, you have a surprise then, because I think you know what mine is.
I absolutely know what yours is. And you might be able to guess mine.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, my number 1 Walt Disney World ride in my Fab Five Walt Disney World rides list is... Do you want to say it for me, Patrick?
I do. Of course, It's a Small World.
Of course, It's a Small World. It's not a small
I don't think
world.
I've ever seen you go on that ride.
I've gone on it multiple times.
Have you?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't need to do it every trip.
Yeah. Well, this ride is kind of like your favorite ride in that it's just scary.
Yeah.
It's a little frightening.
Yes.
It's Haunted Mansion.
It sure is the Haunted Mansion.
I love how much you love this ride, actually.
I love the Haunted Mansion. To me, this is Walt Disney Imagineering at its greatest.
Yeah.
Because it incorporates everything. First of all, I love something that's not too scary, but still makes you feel a little funny in the tummy.
Yeah.
Like even now as an adult, and even now, as many times as I've been on this ride,
Yeah.
I still feel just like a little twinge in my stomach, like it's going to be real this time, or like something's going to jump out at me that I'm not going to have seen before.
Yeah, for sure.
So Haunted Mansion originally premiered at Disneyland on August 12th, 1969. And in the Magic Kingdom in Walt Disney World, it was an opening day attraction. So it opened on October 1st, 1971. Another reason why I love this ride is because it was touched by so many of the Imagineers that we kind of revere, like Harper Goff and Ken Anderson and Raleigh Crump and Gail Gracie and Mark Davis and Exitensio and Claude Coates. And Mark Davis and Claude Coates were kind of like the two guys that really came up with the premise for it, right?
Yeah.
And another reason why I love it so much is because Mark Davis wanted to make it silly and Claude Coates wanted to make it scary. And they kind of made a baby of that, right? Like they kind of made a silly, scary combo.
Yeah, it's a perfect mix.
Yeah, like up front it's kind of scary, right? But then it gets really silly towards the end, and I
Yeah.
just love that. And of course, another reason why I love it is because it is inseparable from its theme song, Grim
Yeah.
Grinning Ghosts.
Oh my gosh.
Which was composed by Buddy Baker, and lyrics were by Exitensio. And like that song is just known. Everybody knows that song.
Yeah.
Even if you're not a Disney fan, you still know that song.
Yes, it's a great song. It's so catchy. You can't leave without humming it.
And I think another reason why I love this ride so much is that it's theater to me. It's like being on a set, and there's theatrical elements, there's lightning, there's fog, there's sets, like elaborate sets, giant rooms, and theater magic.
Yeah.
Like the Pepper's Ghost effect that you see in the ballroom. I just love all of
great.
it.
It's great.
Yeah.
It's aesthetically really beautiful too, and it takes that aesthetic into the merch part of it as well, because those designs and the colors that they use are so pleasing.
Yeah.
And you almost can't not purchase everything in sight at the gift shop.
It's true. There's a huge culture out there that's just Haunted Mansion focused.
Yeah.
And like people go nuts for that merchandise. I've seen people with very elaborate Haunted Mansion tattoos. My boyfriend Matthew wants to get some of the wallpaper as a sleeve up his arm. Like he loves that ride.
Wow.
And, we share that. I truly love that entire experience. I've loved it as a kid, even though I was very scared of it. And I love it now as an adult because of those memories and because of the magic. I mean, that is a magical experience.
It's a Disney must-do.
Yes, absolutely.
It's hard to not go on that ride at least once on your trip, and it never really gets old, does it?
It never does. And you see something new every single time.
There's something romantic about that ride as well.
Yes, absolutely.
In the way that Dumbo, I feel that way. You know what I mean? You're just sitting there with your partner or whoever, and you're just sharing this experience, and you're so close together, and it's really beautiful. I really love that about it.
Yeah, it's phenomenal. It's the best of the best, in my opinion.
Like I said, it's really fun for me to see you talk about it because you love it so much and you know so much about it. I really like when that happens. Because you know so little about everything else.
Everything else about Disney, I'm just like, what? Who?
Life in general.
Oh, well, yeah.
Yeah, with Disney, you're a mousetrap.
But everything else, basic adult things I should know,
lost
nothing.
in the woods. Lost in the woods.
All right, Patrick, it's time for you to deliver your number one Walt Disney World ride from your Fab Five Walt Disney World rides list. I'm very curious now.
Would you like to attempt a guess, knowing my criteria for things that I love about Disney?
So it's something that makes you feel nostalgic, I have a feeling, because you went to nostalgia for Dumbo, and you kind of veered from it on Flight of Passage. You kind of slid back towards it on Expedition Everest.
I did.
And then Splash kind of threw me because I thought that was going to be your number one. But I'm going to say your number one Walt Disney World ride is Tower of Terror.
You are so incorrect.
Can I have a second guess?
You can.
People Mover?
No.
Okay.
Though I do love that ride.
Yes.
Too.
Yeah.
My favorite Walt Disney World ride is the Mad Tea Party.
Patrick?
Yes, Queen?
Chrysanthemum Kazuki.
How did you know my middle name? Nobody knows
the
that.
The Mad Tea Party.
Yeah, man.
I'm blown away.
You shouldn't be.
I should be.
Have you ever seen me on this ride?
The very first time we went to Walt Disney World together, I sat across from you in a cup, and I spun you so hard.
Do you recall how hard I laughed on that ride?
Yes, you did.
For maybe an hour after the ride ended.
Yeah.
This ride brings me so much joy. I cannot stand it.
I mean, I know you love Alice in Wonderland.
I do, and that is a part of it as well.
Right.
It is my favorite Disney movie, Alice in Wonderland.
But it's interesting to me that especially your number 5 and your number 1 are kind of more, don't slap me on this,
out
of the box. theme park attractions, right? Like anyone has a spinner ride,
Yeah.
like Dumbo, and any kind of carnival or
Yeah.
park can have like a teacup based ride.
But here's the thing, you cannot separate those rides from Disney.
It's
Those
true.
rides specifically.
It's true.
When you see any marketing behind Disney, they're showing you those two rides.
That's true.
Almost over and over again.
Yeah.
I do love a spinning ride. A lot of people don't, so I understand that. It's also just really aesthetically pleasing. The colors that they're using
Yeah.
is so joyous.
Yeah.
Seeing it at night is so beautiful. I can't even stand it.
I just, as an aside, I can't wait till we go to Disneyland then, because
Yeah.
wait until you see the open air version that they have.
Oh, yeah.
With the trees and like the lamps and
I'm
oh my
sure. I'm
gosh.
very
Oh my
excited
gosh.
about
Go
that.
ahead. Sorry.
The Disney World one, fun fact, used to be an open air one, and then I
Yes.
think a few months later they
Yes.
realized real quickly
Yes.
that they were going to drown people in those cups because it was raining so hard.
Well, also the direct sunlight.
yeah,
When are they going to learn?
they
Like,
were on fire. Those
even
cups.
with Toy Story Land now, they still have not learned that
Yeah,
direct sunlight
for sure.
does not work with guests.
For
Continue.
sure. I mean, that's kind of it. It just
Yeah.
brings me so much joy. It is so attached to Disney history.
Yeah.
It is so attached to Alice in Wonderland, which is a classic Disney movie. And I am kind of a classic Disney movie guy.
Yeah.
A lot of the newer movies I really like and enjoy and make my top 5 lists, but the older movies are where my heart lives. Those are the movies that I watched over and over and over again as a kid, especially when I was homesick from school. And Alice in Wonderland was one of those movies. And so being on this ride, it just brings back so many memories. It makes me really emotional when I'm in line thinking about going on the ride. The first time I went on the ride, I went on it with my dad, and we laughed for the full day because of how fun that ride was. We
Yeah.
spun and spun and spun, and so that memory will always be in my head.
Yeah.
And so those are just some. I could go on and on about how much I love this ride. Another fun fact about this ride, kind of like Dumbo, on its 50th anniversary in Disneyland, they painted one of the cups gold in honor of the 50th anniversary, the golden anniversary. So I wonder if they're going to do that for Disney Worlds.
I bet they will.
I hope so. I'm going to sit in that golden cup. That sounded vaguely dirty. I did not mean it to be.
It sounded winning to me.
Thank you so much.
It may have involved a sexual act before you get to sit in the cup.
Uh-oh.
But it was a winning sexual act, so well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome. No, it is a complete nostalgic trip, that ride.
Yeah.
It absolutely is. And I love that you can kind of make it your own experience, right? If you're not a fan of spinny rides,
Yeah.
you cannot spin that teacup and just be spun by the plates on the floor.
Exactly.
And it won't be so traumatic if you truly are,
Yeah.
bothered by that spinning.
For sure.
But man, if you're not bothered by it, and I'm not, I know you are absolutely not.
Oh, I will spin and spin and spin.
Go to town.
Yeah.
Go to town. I mean, I'm spotting like
Yeah.
a ballerina.
Oh, I thought you meant like
No.
like a dog about to give birth or
I mean, I am right now.
Okay,
but
got it.
On the ride, I'm spotting to make sure that, I don't fall prey to the spins. But yeah, I truly enjoy that ride.
Yeah, if you ever want to see me laugh harder than I've ever laughed in my entire life, go on that ride with me, and it will happen every single time. It's
Have you ever
ridiculous.
Have you ever had the experience of getting to ride it with Alice or like the Mad Hatter?
No.
Yeah.
I want to so bad. Do they actually do that?
They do.
They do?
It's usually during the start of the day before things get too insane.
Yeah.
There might be an Alice or a Mad Hatter by the ride, and
Okay.
they'll hop on, and they usually hop on with kids.
Oh, I'm
obviously.
sure. Yeah, they're not going to hop on with a 30-something-year-old male.
Yeah, but maybe someday. You don't know.
Maybe someday. And well, that's actually part of it too. Like when the characters appear outside of the ride as well. Very few rides, maybe save Winnie the Pooh, have the characters that you can meet next to the ride.
Yeah.
And that's so fun. When we met Tweedledee and Tweedledum,
Yes.
I loved that. And
Yeah.
it's such a great picture.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just love this ride. The whole experience from just walking up to it to getting off the ride is solidified in my mind as pure Disney joy.
Well, this was just fantastic.
We learned some things about each
We
other.
did. I loved it.
Surprises were thrown. Shade was thrown a little bit.
Shade and surprises.
That's right.
I think more than anything, the reason the attractions that we chose made our list, or a majority of them anyway, were the fact that they're tied to really fantastic memories that we get to relive every time we go on them or experience them, right?
Absolutely. And I'm thinking about it now, and it's going to make my nose bleed. As I may be listening to this episode when it drops, I might be on one of these rides.
That's right.
That's weird.
You're just going to pull out your headphones
Yeah.
on the Mad Tea Party and just listen to the episode.
And laugh. And people might escort me out of the park because I look insane. But I'm okay with it. I feel like my whole list was a big surprise for you.
There were a lot of surprises on it, I have to say. There were.
I went for the shock factor.
Yeah.
None of these rides are my favorites.
Yeah, I know. This was
I just
all a
wanted
lie.
to make you upset.
Your list was a lie.
It was all lies.
I knew it.
Whereas yours, I don't think I was surprised by anything.
I don't think you would be. I think you were kind of surprised by Spaceship Earth at the beginning.
I was, but then I remembered how much that you liked it, and I maybe just forgot about anything you care about.
Did you have any fun honorable mentions that didn't make your list or almost made the cut?
Haunted Mansion almost made the cut.
Sure.
I don't really know why I didn't put it on there, because when we started talking about it, I was like, yeah, of course, this is a great ride. So I'm wrong a little bit, I guess.
What about Haunted Mansion? Oh, no, it doesn't mean it needs to be on there. You can still enjoy it.
Yeah.
I just know now that it's not in your top 5, and every time we go to the parks together, we'll do 5 rides before we do Haunted Mansion. Is that how it works?
That is how it works. I do want a Haunted Mansion spirit jersey, though.
Yeah, those are cute.
They are super cute. Did you have some also-rans with you?
I had quite a few honorable mentions.
Okay.
One that hurt me that it wasn't on my list was Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros.
Oh.
Yeah, I love that ride. And I
can't tell if you're being serious or
I'm
not.
100% being serious.
Oh.
A boat ride?
Yeah.
After you've had a couple margaritas?
Okay, fair enough.
Come on. And I love...
That's a really specific reason to have it be in your top
Well, that's
5.
why I didn't make the top 5.
Okay.
But I do love that experience of going on the boat and going past the temple and
Yeah.
like the volcano in the background.
It is beautiful.
Gorgeous.
And the new Three Caballero not live, but the animatronics that they have in the ride
Yes.
are really cool.
Yeah.
And the hidden Mickey that's in there, the drum set, that's a hidden Mickey drum set.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes. And the other two that kind of hurt my heart that didn't make my list were Soarin' Around the World.
Okay.
I do love Soarin'. And then the Tower of Terror.
Yeah, I like both those rides as well, but they just didn't quite get there for me.
Yeah. Yep.
And especially, I think, for Soarin', it's because I liked Soarin' over California better.
Yes, I agree.
Ooh.
That's okay to say.
Okay. I
Yeah.
think I'm going to get a lot of hate mail.
I don't think so. I think a lot of people prefer the original version of Soarin' over Soarin' Around the World. Well, we would love to continue this conversation with you and hear your Fab Five Walt Disney World rides.
Yes, I really want to see those lists, so please send them to us. You can, of course, email us at info@gaysdothed.com.
Or you can reach out to us on social media at GDTD Podcast.
Well, thank you for sharing your Fab Five list with me, Adam.
Thank you.
Mine was a little bit better than yours.
Disagree.
Oprah, if you're listening,
Yeah.
vote.
No, come on. I don't want us pitted against each other. Not again.
That's fair. Last time it was a bloody mess,
Oh,
and you lost a leg.
that gladiator ring? I did like the leather skirts, though, and I kept mine.
I know that you did.
Yeah.
They're looking for that still. Gladiator.
Gladiator!
Hey, Adam.
Hey, Patrick.
Guess what time it is?
Dream time.
Oh.
Time for bed.
Oh, no.
Oh.
No, we're still recording, Adam.
Oh.
No. Oh, he's sleeping. He's sleeping.
I'm awake.
Okay, you're back.
Yeah.
No, of course, it's Quick D
Well,
time.
now I'm wide awake because I'm excited for that.
Uh-oh. Quick D always wakes you up.
That's right.
So this time, Adam,
Yes.
I thought we'd do some Imagine Queering for Quick D.
Quick D, imagine queering. I love it.
Thank you so much. Will you explain to the listener at home what Quick D is? It's never not going to be funny to me. Address Oprah, please.
Ms. Winfrey. Quick D Imagine Queering is when Patrick and I draw the name of an attraction at Walt Disney World from Patrick's Chewbacca mug here on the table, and we then take that attraction and we gay it up. We queer it up.
It's as simple as that.
I mean, really, yeah, that's it. We just make the attraction more gay.
Yeah. And a lot of the attractions not hard to do.
As we found that out.
We're finding out quickly that so many gay things are on these attractions.
Yes, and we love it.
We're here for it.
No wonder we love Walt Disney World so much.
Are you ready?
That's offensive to Ms. Winfrey.
I've been working on it, though. I'm getting better at Oprah.
Maybe practice some more.
Okay.
Draw that attraction. Here we go. His hand is in Chewbacca's head.
Yep. As per usual.
He's swirling it around. He has the name of the attraction, and it is...
Did you see it first?
No.
Oh, it's the Grand Fiesta Tour starring the Three Caballeros.
That is perfect.
It is perfect.
Oh.
If only I knew the Spanish word for gay. Is it just gay?
I don't know. Off to Google Translate we go. It is gay.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Here's what I'm going to suggest.
According to Google Translate, it's gay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
parents, earmuffs for the kids right now. I'm going to call it the Three-Way Caballeros.
Oh, I love that.
We're the Three-Way Caballeros.
Yes.
Okay.
I wish I knew what a three-way was, but I'm going to go along with this anyway.
Oh, dear.
Yeah.
A menage a trois caballeros.
Oh.
So maybe that's French now.
Yeah, maybe. All right, so it's a three-way, huh?
Mm-hmm. Or like a thruple situation.
Sure.
Right? That exists.
Yeah.
Great.
Well, let's change that boat to a bed. Right?
It's a bed boat.
Yeah.
It's a water bed.
It's a water bed. You're absolutely right.
Carrying us off into an examination of how thruples work. It's an educational ride.
It is, and it is in line with Epcot's original vision of edutainment.
That's right.
So earmuffs off.
Yeah.
Kids need to learn.
That's right. That duck likes to feather his friends.
So do you think then that there are two animatronic
Where are you going with this?
birds
Yeah.
that are looking for a third, and so it's kind of like
It's a search.
Yeah, it's a search for the third.
They've had a sit down
Yeah.
in their coupledom.
So it's not Jose and Panchito looking for Donald throughout Mexico.
Not because he's lost anyways.
It's now they're looking for their third.
They're looking for their third.
Their third bird.
The bird is the word.
That's right.
After all.
Yeah.
Okay, I like this idea. So they're searching high, they're searching low. It's off to find a throuple we go. That might be the song.
And so they encounter many birds on their journey.
So many birds, a flock,
yeah.
if you will.
And some birds are into some things, like some birds are into puppy play. Right?
Yeah.
And some birds are into gear.
Yeah.
They like a good gear night where they're wearing jocks and like football pads.
Fair
and
enough.
Helmets and cop uniforms.
Yeah. And really, Jose and Panchito are just looking for another bird who likes to flock.
That's right.
Right?
That's right. But then maybe also join them on some nice dinners.
Yeah.
Maybe go traveling with them every once in a while.
I like that idea.
And it would be nice because their rent is sky high. It would be nice to take that down and split it three ways.
It's true. I mean, the three ways comes in all shapes and sizes.
Yeah.
Let's split that bill three ways.
Bill.
Oh. Let's split that rent three ways.
Yeah.
Let's get into bed three ways.
Yes.
I like a good chicken meal three ways. Have you ever had that before? That's delicious. Or it's prepared in three different ways.
Yes, but I think Panchito and Jose are looking to eat a bird in a different way.
That's true. Yeah. A duck who's down the flock.
Yeah.
Okay. DTF. Duck to flock. Oh, dear.
So they're exploring, they're experiencing new things.
Yeah, they're just getting in the mud.
Trying out things, like things they never thought they would experience before.
How can you know what you want until you know what you don't want?
That's right.
Okay.
And then they eventually come across Donald.
They sure do.
And things are not what they dreamed. Did you know why? Because Donald has a lot of debt.
Oh,
did you know that?
Oh, no.
Yeah. So things seemed pretty exciting at first.
Yeah.
But then they took a turn for the worse, and suddenly now Panchito and Jose are saddled with Donald's debt.
Okay, so Donald actually was singing on the streets for money. That's the one part.
He needed that coin.
Yeah.
He needed that coin.
Got to get that coin. And then do Jose and Panchito help him out of his debt? Do they make him work it off? Somehow?
Oh my.
He's now a house duck. He's already not wearing pants.
You're right. So, a majority of the work is done.
Yeah. Naked ducks who clean is his new business.
All quacks, no slacks.
Just put it on the bill. Indeed.
Yeah, maybe he does need to work off his debt. At first, things seemed like they were going to be great and really romantic and very sexy, but then the real world just kind of...
How long is this ride? This is quite the journey.
Well, have you ever experienced a three-way?
Hi, Mom.
It can be a lot of work.
Okay.
And while it also can be thrilling, it can also be exhausting.
Fair enough.
Sometimes people feel left out.
Oh, that's true. Psychologically, you're never supposed to have three kids at the same party because you're just three because one will be ostracized.
Oh, is that true?
Yeah.
Or in this case, ostrich-sized.
Ostrich-sized.
Donald has something that's ostrich-sized. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, my goodness. This
his
might
debt.
be...
I'm going back to his debt.
No, I knew what you meant.
Yeah.
What did you think I thought you meant? Yeah, I like that. The three-way caballeros, ostrich-sized. This went down a delightful path, some might say. A dangerous path, others might say.
And how does it end? Do they remain together, the throuple, or do you think
they all
part
decide
ways?
to be friends.
Oh, really?
Yeah, unfortunately. Not all rides have a happy ending.
So birds of a feather don't flock together.
Just the once.
Oh.
Just the one flock.
They gave it a shot, and it just didn't lead to happily ever after.
Yeah. That's all for this episode of Gays Do the D. That was such a Debbie Downer of a way to end this ride. But you know what? That's life, kids.
It's true.
That's life. And the sooner you learn it, the sooner you can flock with someone who loves you.
Because as RuPaul says...
If you can't flock yourself...
How are you going to flock?
How are you going to flock someone
else?
Is that the saying?
That will do it for this episode of Gays Do the D. Thanks for listening. Ratings and reviews are greatly appreciated and help people find us on Apple Podcasts, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher. To become a patron of the podcast, visit our website at gaysdothed.com/donate. For a donation of any amount, you can receive exclusive Gays Do the D content and help us continue to bring you the very best Disney news and discussion. Continue the conversation after this episode on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at GDTD Podcast, and submit your questions or show ideas to info@gaysdothed.com. Have a great week, everybody. See you real soon.